She rose early, before the sun touched the windows, before the first birds began their songs. Her hands moved in rhythm with habit, making coffee, setting toast, listening for the soft shuffle of his steps on the stairs. And when he appeared sleepy, grinning, mumbling good morning, she leaned in, as always, and kissed him with the ease of 1,000 yesterdays. But something in that kiss flared, something bright and cold and ancient. And for a moment she saw stars spinning too fast, and a symbol etched in fire behind his eyes. She pulled back, confused, her lips tingling, her skin prickling, and he blinked at her, asking if she was okay. She nodded, not trusting her voice, as the scent of ozone filled the kitchen and the toaster began to smoke as if it had absorbed a surge of something too big for this world. And outside, 3 birds fell silent at once. All day her body hummed like it remembered a tune long forgotten. Her fingertips felt the air as if it were water, thick with pressure. And, meeting her reflection in mirrors, looked tilted as if another face hovered beneath the surface, almost hers. But sharper, older, regal. Even her cat hissed when she passed the hallway mirror. Her husband called from work at lunch, sounding normal, ordinary, asking about dinner and if she could check the mail. But when she touched the mailbox, her veins lit gold for a second. And the envelope inside bore no address, only a seal she had never seen before, yet knew intimately. 3 stars linked by a broken ring. And inside, a single slip of silver paper that melted when she tried to read it, leaving behind a voice not her own in her head, whispering the phrase they never expected her to remember until the blood of the bond was reawakened by a kiss. At night she dreamt of temples that floated above oceans of light, of kneeling priests with skin like carved obsidian, of her own face, projected across galaxies, surrounded by banners, in a language her soul understood, but her mind did not. She awoke drenched in sweat, mouth whispering commands to ships that no longer existed. Her husband asked if she was sick, and she tried to say no, but her voice came out, layered 2 tones, hers and another, and he stepped back, fear blooming in his eyes, and she realized she could hear his heart beating, hear the electricity in the walls, feel the earth spinning beneath their house. And worse than all of that was the pressure in her chest, like something immense was trying to rise from the grave of her humanity. By the 3rd day, skies over the city shifted slightly. No weather service reported it, but she saw it clearly, a thin crack in the cloud patterns, like a seam being pulled loose, and she knew it was following her. She walked downtown, and every reflective surface showed not her face, but the stars spiraling closer. And in the alley behind an old library, an alien structure unfolded in silence. Pieces that had lain dormant in the brick began to realign, and as she touched the wall, a chorus of voices erupted in her bones, announcing the reactivation of the throne carrier and her designation as sovereign firstborn of the 3rd cycle. And her hands rose, not by choice but by command, and light spilled from her palms, and passers-by stopped, frozen in place as she turned, and her eyes, now pulsing with violet fire, scanned the horizon for what was coming. He followed her through the city, calling her name, but the sound of it twisted in her ears, for she no longer knew what name belonged to her. And when he caught her wrist and begged her to come home, she saw in his touch the glow of circuitry, not human, not new, but ancient and buried. And she understood then that he was not hers, not ever, not truly, but placed near her, assigned to watch, to delay the awakening until the time was safe. But something had gone wrong. The prophecy had matched too soon, or the kiss had been meant for someone else, and she pulled away not with force, but with power. And he staggered back, saying, "Please, you're not supposed to. Remember?" "Not yet," and she whispered, "My name is not the one you gave me." And the sky above them split open. The city turned toward the rift in the sky as ships, unlike anything born of Earth, descended without sound, hovering in geometric stillness, waiting. And she walked among the chaos untouched. Flames parted around her, bullets melted before reaching her, and every device around her screamed and died. and when she reached the plaza where the monument stood, she raised her arms and the stone split, revealing the buried helm of the Starline Queen, and as it rose from beneath the earth to settle upon her head, the light from it erased her earthborn name, and the people knelt, not knowing why, only that something older than memory had returned, and he knelt too, tears streaking his face as she looked at him one last time, and said, "Your mission is complete, and your deception forgiven." And as the first of the starships opened, she stepped forward into the light of her true life, and the galaxy took a breath and said, "Welcome home."